Hi everybody, I'm Robin and these are my reflections. And today we're taking a look at a Kickstarter that is currently funding. This is the Fairy Tale Dream Lenormand. Remember, I did a walkthrough of the Secret Mirror Tarot, or you may have seen my RWS for the fall video. I put this in there. Has become like a favorite in my collection. I love the stack. I love the cardstock. I love the way the little sassy characters look. So I've been really enjoying this one, and I got the new one. They have a color version, and that one I'm going to be walking through that one soon. So stay tuned for that. But I am excited to be able to share this one with you because this is their current Kickstarter. So this is the Fairy Tale Dream Lenormand cards. Let me get them out of their little packaging, and we'll give you some details. I don't know where I put my X-Acto knife, so we have to do it with this seam ripper. So let's see. Let's hope we don't destroy anything. This is not my preferred way to open a deck, but it'll do in a pinch. It'll do in a pinch. All right, there we go. I freed it. Okay, so it comes in a two-part box. Opened pretty easily. This is the inside of the box. Has thumbhole cutouts, which is nice. Has a little book. These are cute. Okay, Magic Flower Lenormand. Look, that's the insides of the box. Very cute. Little Tinkerbell. So what they said in this one was that they've pulled elements of the different fairy tales to match the Lenormand card. So you know in the Lenormand cards we have just like symbols on the card. So they've pulled different symbols from different fairy tales to match the Lenormand cards, and then they use this pencils, like pen and ink style drawing to make it look very vintage, and that's how they came up with the theme for this and the look for these cards. They are Lenormand size. I would say these are bridge size. Let me just read you the stats from the Kickstarter. Okay. So the cards are 350-gram art paper, FSC, so that means that they're environmentally friendly. The ink is environmentally friendly, eco-friendly ink. And the size is 57 millimeters by 88 millimeters, portable size. This is a bridge size deck. I can tell by the way it fits in my hands. It does have a gold shimmery edge, like a holographic, like shimmery golden edge. I don't know if you can see that there. And they are on a linen, plasticky linen cardstock. So if you have the Secret Mirror black and white edition, that definitely has similar cardstock. So it came with this soft, wonderful bag. But it's not the type of velvet that's going to catch the cat hairs and stuff. You know how some velvet bags get all the lint? This one is not going to do that. So I love that. I love these bags. And it has this metallic golden printing on it. And the box should fit snugly inside. Let's see. Yep. And you can close it fully. And there's still space. Even if you close it fully, there's space. So you can put like a crystal or something in there if you would like. Or your pendulum maybe. So I would say, like, if I was going to travel with this, I would definitely put it in this bag because this box is a little bit loose, you know? So I wouldn't want to, or a rubber band around it, which I do with most of my Lenormand decks anyway. So that's the bag. And you can get the bag on the Kickstarter. You can just get the deck, or you can get the deck and the bag set. So that's that. So for the little booklet, it's super cute. It comes in 2 languages. We have I'm guessing this is Chinese in the front. Could be Mandarin, I'm not sure. And then we have English in the back. And there's a creative inspiration here where it just talks about how they loved classic fairy tales, and they wanted to create a Lenormand to combine fairy tales with Lenormand cards. Each card contains a classic fairy tale, such as the snake from Snow White, the heart from the steadfast tin soldier, 1001 Nights, the book from 1001 Nights, and so forth and so on. And then it says they've used the retro pen style fairy tale, like they said they've used a retro pen style drawing to do the cards. It talks about what Lenormand is. There are 2 extra male and female cards. Okay, so that's good to know. As well as 4 special cards compatible with the Rana system. Okay, so this is compatible with the Rana system or the Rana George system. So if you are familiar with that, then this card deck should match what you're looking for. So we've got 36 French Lenormand card meanings, and then you have Writer, it talks about the playing card, 9 of hearts, the card's nature, neutral, action card, time card, keywords, and then the fairy tale and the image description, and then there's a description of what the card means. So there's quite a bit written here for each one. I'll just hold that up so you can take a screenshot if you'd like to read it. I'll read one in the end. And it goes all the way through, even with the extra cards in the back. You still got write-ups. And then you've got some attributes, significators, how to use them, some beginner spreads, questioning tips, and then stick to your chosen system. So it's just a little bit of tips about find a system and stick to it. And that's the little booklet. We'll look a little further into a write-up at the end after we look at the cards. Here are the beautiful backs. These backs are everything. I don't know. I feel like with a Lenormand deck, I care about the backs. With tarot cards, the backs don't really bother me one way or the other. But for some reason, with Lenormand cards, I always want them to be like punchy and fantastic, you know? And these are just that. This is like a reddish brown. It's gorgeous. Very, very pretty. So let's take a look at the cards. So I'm just going to lay them out 3 at a time. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. All right, so we'll start with these 3. Because they're so small, I want to lay them out 3 together. Okay, so we have the Rider, the Clover, and the Ship. So we have the number of the card is here in the left corner. The suit for the playing card inset is here. So you have hearts here. You can see the diamonds here, the spades there. And then the number for the playing card inset is in the in the right hand corner. So this is 9 of hearts. This one is 6 of diamonds, and this is 10 of spades. The title is at the bottom. And then, you have your image in the middle. So that's kind of how they look. So that's Rider, Clover, Ship. So this one has a mermaid in here. And we've got little animals around our clover. Let's see what fairy tales. I'm going to see. Let me look in the book. So for the Rider, the fairy tale is St. George and the Dragon. And the Clover is Hans and Luck. And this is the Little Mermaid. Okay. Here is the house, the tree, and the clouds. I can see Jack and the Beanstalk in the clouds for sure. And then we go into the snake, the coffin, and the bouquet. And what is this bouquet? Let's see. I'm not going to read them all. I'm not going to stop to look at all of them, but let's just see. So this one is Thumbelina. Okay, so that's the bouquet from Thumbelina. We have the scythe, the whip, and the birds. Let me see. We've got the child, who is Little Red Riding Hood, or Layla from Layla and the Wolf, whatever you call that fairy tale. Fox and the bear. Okay, cute. And this is the bear from Goldilocks. He's got the little bowl there. I like these. So cute. And you've got the little anime stars, stork, and the dog. Who is this dog with this? Let me see who this dog is with the guitar. The Town Musicians of Bremen. I don't know that story. Shall we read it? Let's see. This story is the 4 animals, a chicken, a cat, a dog, and a donkey. Due to their old age, their owner decided to slaughter them. Oh no! After successfully escaping, they decided to form a band. In the time of hunger and cold, they played music to beg for food and accidentally scared away a gang of robbers from the cottage in the forest. In the end, they found a place to settle down and live out their days in peace. Man, these fairy tales are something else, aren't they? They always tell like kind of grim stories, but then in the end, well, I don't know. The new age ones live happily ever after. Those grim fairy tales can be kind of horrifying. All right, so we have tower, garden, and mountain. I like the way this mountain is illustrated because we have like a light, the light shining on this side, and this one is shrouded in darkness. There's a star here, so I think there could be a lot to be gleaned from that in a Lenormand reading, depending on what you find on the left side of this card or the right side. This is the tower from, I'm guessing, Rapunzel. And look at this little watering can here. Little tiny person here. Who is this garden? Let me see. This is the Selfish Giant. Okay. I think I'm going to learn a lot about these fairy tales. These are fairy tales I'm not familiar with, some of them. Some of them I am, and some of them I am not. So this is exciting. I'm excited to learn some more. All right, so we have crossroads, mice, and heart. I love this faceted heart on here. It's beautiful. All right, so we have ring, book, and letter. This is given Cinderella all day. This one says the Arabian Nights, so that's Scheherazad's book. And this one, I don't know. Let me see. 7 of spades. Neutral, the postman's tail. This is the postman's tail, okay, for the letter. Okay, and here we go with the men and women. So I'm going to show them together. So we have two men. There's two men, man and man, and then the two women. Okay, so this is, okay, so let me hang on one second. This is the woman that goes with this man. And then we have this man and this woman. Okay. And I think it's actually done exactly how I like it, because if I wanted to put the two men, they can look at each other. And if I wanted to put the two women, they could look at each other. So that's perfect. That's how I like to see the men and women cards, the extra cards done. So then we have lilies, sun, and moon. Beautiful. And then we have key, fish, and anchor. So the borders have a lot going on for sure, but because they left the white space around the image, it makes it very easy for me to see what I'm looking at. So I can clearly see cross, this is spirit, and then this is incense burner. So these are the extra cards. So we have spirit and incense burner, and then bed and market, and then there are a couple of blank cards here. So there's one and there's another blank card. You can use those however you like. And then this says to be continued. The new themed Lenormand cards are in the works. Follow to be updated. And this is a new themed tarot card system, which I have been watching them create on their Instagram, and it looks fantastic. I cannot wait. It looks so beautifully colored, and I like the drawing style. I like her drawing style, so this looks wonderful. And look at the beauty on this one. This is giving dramatic movie. I like this. Oh, I can't wait to see this Lenormand deck as well. Their art style is just, I love it. I really do enjoy it. I like the sassy, playful, whimsical line work. It gives, and then the facial expressions on all of their people. It really just adds to the way that the deck reads. So I am going to shuffle these. So they have a linen coating with like a glossy finish. So they shuffle great. I have the tarot, the Secret Mirror Tarot has similar cardstock, and it just shuffles like a dream. Don't think that they have a core, but if you're a riffle shuffler and you bridge, they'll go right back to normal. They're very bendy. You can just pop them right back. So let's take a look at them all laid out in a big spread. So yeah, these are really cool. They're really fun. I do like that we have the option for two men and two women, and this is exactly how I like to see them, where if I swap them out, then they can face each other. So that's nice. Yeah, these look great. I don't need the titles. I can see what I'm looking at. I see scythe, snake, child, bed, which is not a Lenormand card, but I can see that's a bed. So that's very clear. Man, bear, dog, birds, woman, cross, book, bouquet. I know exactly what I'm looking at. So if I'm looking at this in a giant spread, then I'm not going to have any problem seeing it. The borders are so much fun. They just give like this rich, they make them feel rich and kind of delicious, like a warm cup of hot chocolate or something. I love them. All right, so let's see if we can get one to read here. All right, let's read for Fox. Fox is always an interesting one to read for, because different people read Fox in different ways, right? So let's see what we have in this book for the Fox, number 14. All right, so here is the write-up for Fox and Child, if you'd like to read it for yourself. It says 9 of clubs for the playing card. The card nature is a negative card, a descriptive card. And then the keywords say cleverness, cunning, deception, and work. So fairy tale is the fox and the crow. Image description, a sly fox saw a crow carrying a piece of meat and was very eager to eat it. The fox used all his charm, complimenting the crow's beauty, and suggested that her voice must be melodious. The crow, pleased, began to sing, and the meat fell right into the fox's mouth. Tricky little sucker, isn't he? Description. The fox is a symbol of sneakiness, deception, betrayal, and manipulation. It serves as a warning to be aware of some kind of scam, trap, or manipulation happening quietly. This is the negative aspect of the card: deceit, cunning, betrayal, two-faced individuals, the tricksters. The fox embodies fraud and trickery. It never reveals its true intentions. While the fox is not as loyal as the dog card, it is also not as dangerous as the snake card. Okay. Its level of deception is milder and should be interpreted in relation to the surrounding cards. Note, in the Reign of 40 card system, the market card replaces the fox card, meaning in terms of work. I was just getting ready to say what will be the work card if this is doing all of this. I was just getting ready to say if Fox is doing all these deceptive things, which I would normally attribute all of that to Snake card, then what is the work card? And they use the market card as the work card. Okay. So that's interesting. So I'm guessing that the Raina card system is the Raina George system. I don't have her book, which I've been meaning to get. I do have her deck, but I don't use the extra cards. So I need to look further into this. But I think, if I'm going to have this deck and I have the Raina George deck, maybe I should also get that book. So yeah, I think this is going to be cool. I'm going to learn a little something. So we've got two deceptive cards in here. Let's see what it says for snake. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here's the snake write up. And it says, so this is Queen of Clubs, negative card, deceptive card, deception, danger, betrayal, jealousy, complexity, intrigue, troublesome woman. Snow White is the fairy tale. It says, once upon a time, there's a beautiful princess named Snow White, whose skin was as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony, possessing extraordinary beauty. This led her stepmother, the queen, led to her stepmother, the queen, becoming jealous, ordering a huntsman to take her into the forest and kill her. The huntsman spared Snow White, who encountered 7 dwarfs in the forest and lived with them. The queen attempted to kill her multiple times using various methods, ultimately causing her to fall into a deep sleep with a poisoned apple. The dwarfs, believing her to be dead, placed her in a crystal coffin. A prince passed by, captivated by her beauty. Upon kissing her, broke the spell, causing Snow White to awaken. The prince and Snow White eventually lived happily ever after, while the queen received her just punishment. In this artwork, the dangerous red and green patterns tightly coil around the stepmother's poisoned apple, symbolizing the danger and deceit hidden beneath a beautiful exterior. Description. Throughout history, here's the rest of that because there's a second page to that. So it says, throughout history, many who revere snakes have viewed them as symbols of wisdom and knowledge. However, the inherent nature of snakes remains dangerous and fear-inducing. Consequently, snakes often symbolize danger, deceit, and betrayal. They can represent a person who harbors hidden malice towards you, bringing a series of troubles and lies, creating various problems and dilemmas for you, or leading you to self-deception and being deceived. Note, in the German system, the snake card can also signify wisdom. I like that there are little notes for the various systems, just in case someone would want to know that. That is cool. I have not seen that before in a Lenormand like little white book. So I like that. I think that that's really cool. So that's the book. Something else, I'm really excited to read all the little notes about the various systems because I don't know about that kind of stuff. Like I know, the basic meanings of the cards and I can do a Lenormand reading, but about like which system says what, I don't know. I know how I read it, how I learned it. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to read all the little notes in the book. I think I might do that as soon as I stop making this video. Just go through and read all the little notes and see what it says. But anyway, so this deck is available right now on Kickstarter. If you're watching this when this video is airing, I will put the link in the description box below. If you're watching this at a later date, don't worry. They have a website and they are providing all of their decks as well as decks from other Asian artists. So definitely get over there and check it out. I will place their website in the description box below as well, so that if you want to take a look at some of their other decks, if you want to see the walkthrough for the Secret Mirror Tarot, that'll be in the cards below. You can find those cards below the description box. If you scroll down, you'll see them down there. And the next up, I will be reviewing the Secret Mirror Tarot, the color edition. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. So thank you for listening. Let me know what you think of the deck. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye. I'm just sitting here looking through the men and women card, and I was like, do I want Cinderella and Prince Charming, or do I want Beauty and the Beast? And I think as a story in general, I've always been partial to Beauty and the Beast. So we're gonna go with Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella and the Prince. See ya. We'll get back to you later if we need you. We'll call you if we need you.